Hi, I'm Rachel White with the Horizon League here with Kori Waelbroeck, who is a former IUPUI Volleyball student athlete and was one of the recipients of our 2018 Cecil N. Coleman Medal of Honor. So just going to check in with Kori here and get a little bit of her thoughts on her current experiences and how IUPUI and volleyball really factored into those. So first question for you, Kori, what role would you say that volleyball has played in your development as a leader well outside of athletics?
Yeah, so I think I learned a lot about what leadership means at IUPUI. I wasn't, at least speaking for myself, I wasn't the person who would always have something to say. I find myself waiting for others to speak first and thinking about that before I sort of take my thoughts and say them out loud. It's definitely a strategy I use now in my current career. I like to listen to other people before I speak up. And I think that volleyball just provided me a really great opportunity to kind of develop those leadership skills and what works for me and take that into my career already prepared before I really start out in the real world.
Yeah, that makes sense. And obviously, I mentioned at the beginning, but you won one of our most prestigious awards really at the end of your senior year. And it goes to someone who's recognized for excellence in a variety of areas, really on the court, off the court, and in academics as well. So, what did sort of finishing your career with that award, what did that mean to you?
I thought that winning the Cecil and Coleman Medal of Honor award, I thought it was really incredible because it was our first year, our inaugural year in the Horizon League. I thought it was such a great opportunity for me to be able to represent our university in its new conference, really at the highest point in terms of awards.
And what did the experience just of getting to be a student athlete, what did that mean to you? And how has that really helped you as you entered into a career?
Yeah. Personally, for me, I think the best thing about being involved in sports is getting to work towards a common goal with a bunch of other people. You get an opportunity to sort of work in groups towards something together, and that's something that I realized as I kind of transition into my career now is really important to be able to interact with others and take their input in and work towards projects, because that's something that we're always doing in life. So the ability to kind of get to practice that and also play a sport that you love is something that's really great and something that I'll always value.
For sure. And can you tell us a little bit about what you've sort of been up to in the last couple of years since you graduated from IUPUI?
Yeah. So I actually graduated a semester early. So I graduated December 2017 after my senior year of volleyball. I went ahead and started graduate school early. So I started in that January. I got a Master of Public Health in Epidemiology and Public Health Informatics, and I just graduated in May. So I did that. I was a graduate assistant for the volleyball team for 1 year as well during my time as a graduate student. I also, I guess from that point on, in March, I'd been working for the Indiana State Department of Health pretty much my entire grad school career. But I started working full-time on the centralized contact tracing effort that Indiana is doing. So I had been doing that up until last week, working crazy hours with the COVID-19 pandemic. It was a really great experience. And then I actually moved to Jacksonville, Florida in May. It was really crazy to do all that moving in this time. But I now live in Jacksonville, Florida, and I just started a new job this week at Florida Blue, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, technically. So yeah, I just started a new position there as a health business analyst. So I work in their data analytics division, and I'll be doing that going forward.
That's awesome. And you touched on it a little, obviously, things kind of shifted for you with the COVID-19 pandemic and all the work you were doing there. And we've noticed, obviously, it's a really difficult time for our current student athletes with so much uncertainty and so many delays. So is there any advice you could give them just about how to kind of deal with everything that's going on and maybe try to stay positive?
Yeah. I've been thinking about this lately. I feel lucky as an athlete that I didn't have to have this impact on my season. I can't imagine what people must be going through to be missing out on those, especially seniors this spring. That would have been really hard because you spend all of this time and effort and you do all the workouts and it's really challenging, and to kind of be let down that has to be so difficult. But I guess the one thing I will say is that life after sports is really great as well. It's different because you don't have like the same support system that's built in. And I know that really well because I just moved to a whole brand new state. But I would say that it might be hard now, but it will definitely improve in the future. Even if you can't go back to sports, there's more to life than this. This is just like the best foundation that you can give yourself.
Well, that's great. Really appreciate that insight and that perspective coming from someone who's kind of been there, but obviously in a little bit different position now. So thank you so much, Kori. It's great to hear how well you're doing, and best of luck with your new position. And thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Yep, thanks.